Hello. Okay. I'd like to talk a little bit about being transgender. Obviously, I'm transgender. I'm not the world's most passing. Look at this. Where is it? There it is. See on my wrist. Like even if I can pass, I've got like look at me. I'm transgender tattooed on my wrist. I don't even. It's because I don't give a shit. It's all the things I learned transitioning. At first, I was like all there. I'd like walk in a room and everybody in the room would look at me. And the more conservative Republican Mormon-y type people would be in the corner discussing me, laughing, discussing why it's obvious I'm not really a woman and everything, and like right in front of me, like I don't matter, like and it used to just hurt my feelings bad, and it was such a heavy burden. It was so hard. But with time, I realized what it actually means. The way we treat people is a reflection of ourselves inside, including these people, And it's easy to handle when you realize they're reflecting things about themselves and they're not good things. Like who are you? Who is she? Some women, it's usually guys, but sometimes women. Who is she to say, whether I'm really a woman or ever it's just she like, and why would any of those people be experts on what gender is? Why would any of those people be experts on who I am? Why do they think they're experts? A lot of it's their religion. Like Mormons or their religion highly encourages them to not let us have jobs, not let us live in apartments. They don't want us to be fed. They want us to be hurt. And they want us to fail, because they have to, because everything their prophets say, they believe is the word of God. So if it doesn't happen just like they say, and they vowed in the temple to make everything look true that their prophets say and everything like that. So they've got all the, they're just highly encouraged to laugh at us, and when they laugh at us and they treat us bad, they think they're doing the work of the Lord, because they think we're an abomination. So that's like that shows how little they know. They obviously don't even know what Yahweh means. And you can see it on the first chapter of my book, the Dragonfly Sutra, the audio book that I have on that playlist. You can see it's important to learn who Yahweh even is. Like a lot of those religious radicals that believe in the Bible, that claim the Bible's the Word of God, they don't know who wrote the Bible. They don't know they don't know who the deity is. They don't know what Yahweh means. The name of the deity is Yahweh for a reason, because it has a meaning, and that's the Kabbalah and the tetragrammation, the tetragram really, and everything. I go over that in the first chapter of my book. And it's obvious they don't know that. Who God is inside me, and I connect with them just like they connect with me within, and we're the same inside, where it's like we're all the same person, just different aspects of the same person. If they were in my shoes, they would do the exact same thing. If I was in their shoes, I wouldn't do the same thing. I would if I was on the same mature level that they are, which is not very mature, but I'm not, so that's why I'm in this. That's why I'm over here and not over them, and I'm not them, because they still have to learn those lessons. So it becomes real obvious. Like you just have to ask yourself, who do they think they are to decide who I am, and why do they think they're experts on gender? I mean, it's not a mystery. It's because they're trying to protect their religion. They say, and it's sometimes I've noticed with a lot of guys, they're trying to get laid. They think that if they make the trans woman look bad, it makes it extra obvious that they're not gay, even though it's not being gay. And so then that they're thinking it'll make the girls say, well, there's an eligible bachelor, and then they're like, oh, and they shouldn't go in the bathroom because they'll just rape you, which never happens, and it's just ridiculous. Like boy hormones rape girls in the bathroom. We have girl hormones. We're on hormones. We're biologically tested all the time. We biologically have female hormones. That's the female sex drive is different. Ew. Why would I want to have sex with a girl? Just the whole thing is dumb. We're not the kind of person, we love women. We don't hate women, and we don't, it's like so ignorant, They're saying that because they're trying to make women go, ooh, look at him. He's a protector of women. I would feel safe with him. They're trying to get laid, and trying to, it's just like, it's all reflections of themselves. If you look at the bigger picture, you realize, like, what the fuck, how do they know? Like, why would they be an expert on that? Why should anyone care what they think? And why would they be more of an expert than me? I am transgender. I've gone through it. They're like all discussing whether hormones are real. I've been on hormones. Oh my hell. The first 3 months, especially the first year and maybe year and a half, but especially the first 3 months, it's kind of like when a computer's like going, like downloading information, there's all those weird letters and dashes and all that stuff. That's what it's like. It's like your brain, you can like literally feel your brain just going, and just like redesigning itself, and like you make hundreds of changes and just hundreds and hundreds of things happen, like every day you're learning something new and you're realizing something new, and your brain is redeciding how to react to things and do things, and just like it's like so much more complicated. But the point is, it's real. And they're trying to tell me they're an expert and they know it isn't real when I know it's real because I went through it. You might want to listen to probably me over them when you say, like, why would they be an expert? When you start looking at them from that perspective, you realize, whoa, I would have to be a fool to listen to that person. You can just see it. You can see that they're not up to good. And in this world, the world's overpopulated. It's like what they're trying to protect, like to be empathetic on their part, they're saying, but it's sacred, the man and the woman, and evolution is about men and women. But history teaches us there's always been transgender people. There's transgender animals. There's like, being transgender is natural. It's part of the human species and just nature and on planet Earth. Though these things happen, and they're like, well, we're just trying to protect the man and the woman, and that's what marriage really is, and stuff like that, and LGBT people don't count because it makes it so something sacred's not sacred anymore. But meanwhile, the world's overpopulated. Back hundreds and thousands and whatever years ago, like a religion that would be forced on a people, and then they would need them to make babies, because if they make babies, they don't have to tell them they'll kill them unless they're that religion. They're just going to be that religion anyway. They probably don't know how to read or anything. So, like nowadays we don't need to make a bunch of babies anymore like we used to, and we don't need, we don't need everybody from a certain religion to make a bunch of babies to make the religion grow, because it's selfish. The earth we need to slow down on the making babies things. We need to be using condoms, and like how they're against condoms. Like they must want everybody to just make 1 million babies. There's like 6 gazillion of us, and they want us all each to make 10 babies. It's like, what the hell? There would be no way we could sustain that, But what we do need is love. People need love. And so when you have LGBT people count as marriage and count as love, then we won't be cast off into the darkness where all we get to do is just have cheap sex. Like, why would you want that? And like, we all are, when you have sex, we're all having sex with each other. We're all connected. When you have sex with that sexy woman, you do realize she had sex with a guy that was bisexual, that had sex with a gay guy, right? And like, being heterosexual doesn't mean that you're not mixing blood with gay people or LGBT people. We're all mixing blood with each other, unless you use safe sex every single time. And, but so it's like, what we need is love. Like Bob's song, what we need is love, is because like I know, like, if I find the right guy, I'm going to make an awesome ass girlfriend, it's pretty hard to do because, like, the society looks at me more like sexual. It's easy to find guys that want to have sex, hundreds really. I mean, it's pretty dang easy. If what I'm looking for is having sex with guys, it's there. But, I'm tired of that. That's for boy hormones. What I want is I want a friend. I want, it's just like, and it would be a bunch of blah, blah, blah. I'm a woman, female hormones, I want woman things. I live woman things. I hope for woman things. I dream of woman things, So society needs to call me a woman as a way of saying we wish you the best and we hope that the sky's the limit for you, just like everybody. Let's build up all our people, and we want people are happier when they find their soulmate and stuff. We want, it doesn't matter if you're LGBT. I mean, the scriptures, when they say that again, it's that whole prophecy is astral projection. When the prophets from 1,000, 2,000 years ago, 3,000, 4,000 years ago, astral projected to today, what do you think they would think when they saw LGBT people? Because back in their day, you would be killed instantly for doing it. So obviously it just seems really out of control and everything to them, But today that you can look at it with wisdom and spirituality and say, well, no, hang on a second, no. Being transgender shouldn't have to mean the person dies, because that's what it says. They say, well, it's just an abomination. Well, if you're going to follow through with what it says, then you need to be killing me, because it says that you should kill us, okay? You should kill all LGBT people. A spiritual person would be able to see right through that and say, whoa, nah. The solution would not be to kill them, especially considering you guys have been killing them for thousands of years and they're still here. We're still here. You aren't getting rid of us. We're going to be here forever. You might as well hook us up with people that need love. We need love. They need love. The world needs more love. We don't need more babies. We need more love. Okay? So it's just like saying, first of all, trans women, we're not transgender people, trans men, trans women. We're not saying we're the exact same thing as a cis woman or a cis man. We're the middle gender. There needs to be 3 genders, Because when you say there's just 2 genders, then you say, well, you're either a man or you're a woman. But if I'm middle gender, then I'm the middle gender who identifies as a woman. That means I live, dream, hope, want, the things I'm going to be spending my money on, the things I'm going to be thinking about, and blah, 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 is woman. So the way, if society is trying to make everybody prosper, because it's a functional society, then it needs to have everybody, we need jobs, we need success, things like that. Why slow me down? Why not let me have what I want and be successful like everybody else? So that's why you call me a woman, because if you call me something else, then you're saying we don't care about you, you should rot in hell. But we're all connected. Then I'm going to just affect you. I'm going to be having, the only sex I'm going to be able to get are with guys that are high risk, and I might get some STD and have sex with your wife. Just kidding, I don't like girls. But you know what I mean, Lou Jean.